Well, a very good evening to you, a very merry evening to you indeed. I'm Charlie Merriman, I'm merry by name and I'm merry by nature, and I'm thrilled that you could join us this evening for continuing to play through my childhood copy of Pokémon Blue version. That's right, yesterday we were able to catch Articuno. You can see him looking glorious behind me there. See them looking glorious behind me there. And now we're on Cinnabar Island, where we're able to revive our Helix fossil, and we're able to get through the Pokémon Mansion, do Gym 7, and yeah, make a good amount of progress on this quest. My aim is to play through each of the Pokémon generations and catch all of the Pokémon that are feasibly possible to get as I go. I do have a copy of the red version to be able to trade, to be able to complete the Pokédex here, and yeah, Generation 2, 3, and the rest to come in the run-up to Generation 10 Winds and Waves just announced on Pokémon Day coming in 2027. So I hope that you are able to join me for this quest, and yes, I'll be making videos about each of this as I go. How have your Thursdays been, everybody? Let me know. I was catching up on a whole load of things, working on a script actually that I started in January for a video that I'm making. So I'm excited to show you all that, but the day has just disappeared, hasn't it? So let's have a good one. I also may well not be streaming tomorrow, and the next time I stream may well be next week. So let's have a good one tonight. Hello, Jared. Great to see you. How has your day been? Hello to you, Rani. Good evening to you, Krabsy, and hello, Gil, as well. Let me know how your days have been. Right then, everybody. I reckon let's just make some progress. Let's try and catch them all. Welcome to Generation 1. Yes. Here he is. I call this little Omanite Dusty. Isn't he cute? A little bit bug-eyed. Bless him. There we go. So he's going to be supporting our gaming today. At the same time, maybe we won't be able to see Dusty in the setup here. We're going to have him just on the side. Nice. Good. Yeah. Let's make some progress on this, and let's revel in the Pokemon Blue startup music. Of course, if you've been playing FireRed LeafGreen, come back to where it all began with this. I'd like to say that back sprite there, surely that's Snorlax, right, rather than Gengar. Sure, we'll get every chance. We still need to catch one. We'll have another go at the Safari Zone as well. Katie, great to see you. It's been a while. How are you doing? Welcome to some retro Pokemon gaming. You may well remember these games from back in the day. Ah, Cinnabar Island. I don't really know why Cinnabar Island has such a sort of jolly theme. There's not much that's jolly about the island. We've got Pokémon Mansion that's abandoned, and some lore about Mewtwo and Mew. We've got Gym 7. We've got the lab. I don't know. I'm not sure this theme is so suitable. It's amazing, though. Don't get me wrong. I like all the music. Dusty jump scare, indeed. Good. Well, let's explore. Do you have any friends? Wow, that's what a way to kick off the stream. Pokemon you get in trades grow very quickly. I think it's worth a try. What an opening! Do you have any friends? Well, there you go. Well, we've already traded. Hello, Logan. Great to see you. Cinnabar is definitely a great theme. I'm glad you're doing well, Casey. Yes, I'm doing very well, thank you. Busy as ever. What do you have to say? There's always a guy on this sofa in every Pokemon Center, I'm fast realising. Pokemon can still learn techniques after cancelling evolution. Evolution can wait until new moves have been learned, but it doesn't tell you how to cancel the evolution, so that's a shame. You can cancel evolution. Oh, maybe this lady will tell us. When a Pokemon is evolving, you can stop it and leave it the way it is. Okay, but... Did you see that? She just sidestepped all the way up to the counter. Some weird things are going on Cinnabar Island, everybody. I'm pretty sure she didn't turn around. She just sort of slid sideways up to the counter. Again, she didn't tell us how to cancel the evolution, and even then, we're on, you know, the island of the 7th gym. So it would have been good to know that before. Pokemon Lab. Now, do we have our Helix fossil in our bag? I don't think we do. No. So let's go and withdraw that. Yes, I was working on my Totodile scripts. I found Shiny Totodile on my Dream Team quest last April, working on the script for that video. Now I've got a letter of a video. I'm enjoying doing some more writing, so I am looking forward. Here we go, Helix Fossil. To making more scripted content. And now we will deposit... Quite nice to deposit the Master Ball. There might not be room. We can deposit the Nugget. I can't remember what TM46 is. 26 is Earthquake. I'm sure though there's another Max Elixir in there. That should mean we can store it. Okay, well anyway. We've got the Helix Fossil now. Oh, I tell you what. We should also get the old Amber. Sideways Moonwalk, exactly that, Heath. What was that about? We used to get the old Amber from Pewter as well to revive our Aerodactyl. We study Pokemon extensively here. People often bring us rare Pokemon for examination. Photo of the lab's founder, Dr. Fuji. Ah, yes. All sorts of weird goings on with Dr. Fuji and helping with the creation of Mewtwo, and it's barely explored in this game, to be honest. Fascinating, though. What's this? Pokemon Lab Meeting Room. Hello there, do you want to trade your Raichu for Electrode? No, we will have a Raichu, but we do not want to trade for an Electrode. If you don't want to. I don't, I'm afraid. But nice to have an in-game trade. Do you have Venonat? I want to trade it for Tangela. We can actually catch Tangela quite easily, so we won't do that. I found this very strange fossil in Mount Moon. I think it's a rare prehistoric Pokemon. So did I! How's your day been, Heath? Hope you've all been enjoying Chazingdra chats with Candy Eevee that dropped yesterday. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Pokemon Lab R&D Room. Eevee can evolve into one of 3 kinds of Pokemon. More than that, my friend. I made a cool TM. It can cause all kinds of fun. Oh, okay. What's that? Sound of a metronome. Switch your Pokemon's brain into using moves it doesn't know. Amazing to get that before Gym 7. Onto the Pokemon. These look like just smoking pipes. Maybe they're bones. There's an email message. How retro is that? An email message. Not just an email, there's an email message. The 3 legendary bird Pokemon are Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. Oh, it's cool to have this located here because the chances are people have already encountered Articuno. The whereabouts are unknown. We plan to explore the cavern close to Cerulean from Pokemon Research Team. But Mewtwo is in there, but not the legendary birds. That's really interesting. It's interesting that it tees that up for you as a place to go back to. Got news to tell. Tell us, Heath. Procopia FOMO starts to kick in. I don't think I do have the Procopia FOMO, to be honest, Gil. I just like, it's got amazing reviews, but I just don't love singing games. You're loving the game so far. That's good to hear, Ronnie. Keep us posted. 3 short years away from impending doom. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Volcano's about to go off. What have you been up to recently, Katie? Pokemon Lab testing room. Oh, well, this is useful. This means we could have just withdrawn the Omanyte from here, the Helix Fossil. I'm looking for Ponyta. Want to trade one for Seal? No, we've caught Seal and we're about to catch Ponyta. Hiya, I am important doctor. I study here rare Pokemon fossils. Hiya, I am important doctor. I study here rare Pokemon fossils. Have you a fossil for me? That is Helix Fossil. It is fossil of Omanyte. Hey, a Pokemon that is already extinct. My resurrection machine will make that Pokemon live again. So, you hurry and give me that. He gives the vibe that he's not going to give it back. I take a little time. You go for a walk a little while. Is that just a leave the room thing? Assistant coach at the gym. Oh, nice. Congratulations, Heath. When do you start that job? I think if we leave the building and come back, he'll be done. Are you coaching something in particular, Heath? Where were you? Your fossil is back to life. It was Omanyte-like, I think. Yeah, we'll call Omanyte something swirly. Or something to do with Lord Helix. Praise. Praise was sent to Pokemon Box 6 on PC. Thank you, Praise. Great to have you. What did he say again? Oh, yeah. Great, okay. Good. Well, that's another Pokemon in the Dex. We'll go and get the old Amber at some point as well. Meanwhile, we do have to stock up on supplies again after Seafoam. 2 Hyper Potions. 32 Ultra Balls is good. Wow, okay. Hyper... I'll go for 10. Revives we need, actually. 8 of them. I don't think we need more full heals. Ariel, good to see you, yes. Strange comment comparing me to Robert Pattinson on one of my YouTube videos, or someone's just fallen down. That really made me laugh. Thank you very much, Ariel. How are you doing? Professor Teach Kids class. Very cool. I bet you get some really enthusiastic children now. That's great. Well, 6 full heals will be fine. Never hurts to have extra items, apart from when your bag is so tiny. Don't they have X attack? It's good for battles. Who fell down? Oh, Venonat fell down. Sorry, mate. Commitment, I will get you when I can. Oh, I think the gym is locked at this point anyway. The door is locked. Yep, gotta get it from the mansion. Scientists conduct experiments in the burned out building. Cinnabar Jim's Blaine is an odd man who has lived here for decades. Cinnabar Island Pokemon Gym leader Blaine, the hot-headed quizmaster. Cinnabar Island, the fiery town of burning desire. I guess so. Is it a town? No houses, but anyway. Into the Pokémon Mansion, which has an amazing theme, by the way, so let's enjoy it. It's quite disquieting, isn't it? It's kind of ahead of its time. Very complex rhythms and things. I'd have expected it in later Pokemon games, but it's cool that it's Gen 1. One of my faves, I think. I hadn't remembered it being so good. Really good. Now here we can catch Magmar, we can catch Ponyta, Grimer Coughing, we need the Ditto as well, so yeah, all sorts that we need from here. Yeah, they do go quickly. Seafoam is right next to Cinnabar, so there is that. Ponyta. I'll just try putting you straight to sleep. There's Percy for you, Ariel. No, the confusion we don't love. Hopefully we'll catch it before that matters. Alright. Just be the one Ultra Ball. Stay hydrated. First try. Cool. Hello, congratulations. What will you nickname it? Fire Horse. Oh, it's tiny. 3'3", very sweet. His hooves are 10 times harder than diamonds. It can trample anything that's completely flat in little time. What a cool Pokemon. Yeah, we will nickname Ponyta... we'll nickname Ponyta Bill, after the Pokemaniac himself. Bill was transferred to Bill's PC. Just put Bill in his own PC. That was just a place to go through to open the gym. Now it's... you're so into the lore there, isn't it, Bill? I know, it's interesting, Ariel. The games go so much deeper than we all initially assumed. Yeah, I know what you mean, Heath. Polyrhythm, that does sound correct. Same class and battle thing with headphones. I need to listen to that, Logan. I don't think I've listened to it with headphones. German word for rainbow. What is the German word for rainbow? There is a hidden item in one of those boxes, I'm sure. Imagine having horses just running around a building. Might take a while. The Pokemon are really biting today. By Pokemon, I mean it's just the same Ponyta that keeps jump scares. Imagine a horse running up to you in an abandoned building multiple times. There we go, Moonstone. Oh, there's another Moonstone! There are 5 of them. That's interesting. Because we already have a few in the PC. Alrighty. Renbu. Oh, interesting. That's a nice word. Escape rope. The game is very free with its escape ropes, which is nice. Grimer. We need you too. Maybe we should just lead with Butterfree because there'll be so many Pokemon to catch. Dun, dun. Don't be sleep powder. Stance ball, perfect. Very good. The super effective damage I don't love here. But we shouldn't KO. Recommended it. Oh, nice. Good, Logan. That's great to hear. D-Bow Hype. Great to see you. Failed every music class you've ever taken, so you're not sure. Have you failed every music class? That surprises me. Okay. Let's try a confusion. Okay. Won't do that again. A secret switch. Press it. Who wouldn't? I've always loved that little line of dialogue. Who wouldn't? Percy's just too strong. Surprising there are beds around here. And also, what are these weird rock things? Oh, I remember they're just rocks. They just look like sort of... there's no knee bones almost or something. Sweet Pera. How can we weaken you? Oh, I've got a quick attack with Circuit. Swift could work as well. Nice. Right, and an Ultra Ball. Funny how Grimer and Ponyta and Coughing and so on must be on so few playthrough teams because you get them so late in the game. sludge. Appears in filthy areas, thrives by sucking up polluted sludge that is pumped out of factories. Delightful. Grimer, I want to call it something fragrant. I want to call Grimer Meadow. To offset that smell, you know? Anyone else playing Pokopia today? Yeah, what are these? I guess it's just generic rubble. I've always wondered what those are supposed to be. I guess we go back and flip the switch. I was going to say, we had a long stretch there with no encounter. Which will take... Look, we need... Cool, we can find these in the wild, these are other forms. I think a confusion will be fine. Yeah. Oh, looks like we can do another. Fair enough, some of the best musicians can't read music. Phil Collins, he couldn't read music for ages. So it doesn't have to be a barrier. Still Shelby has it. Fair enough. Nice. We got Meadow the Grimer. That is also sludge. 3'11", that's smaller than I expected. Grimer's only 3'3" or something. Thickly covered with a filthy vile sludge. It is so toxic, even its footprints contain poison. Fascinating Pokemon. Can't believe that Ash had a muck. So we've got Meadow, and now we'll call this one... Orchard. Surrounded by beautiful scents. Good. Let's see what this changes. I'm saying on the next Phil Collins Heath exactly that. I like how I capitalised that too. Big Phil Collins fan. It's covered by the sludge, that means it actually isn't the sludge. Yeah, exactly. I wondered that when I was younger. Covered in sludge. So what does its actual body look like? Interesting. More scientists there. Anyway, let's explore a lower floor. There are some burglars in this building. True, yeah, where are the feet? That's a good point. So it plays one big puzzle. Charmander. Meet Blastoise. I feel bad going for Surf, but here we are. I'm thinking Earthquake will fit better on Birthday's moveset, because we also have Sand Slash, but what? It's got Slash, Swords Dance, Dig, and Cut. I don't really want to forget any of those. Even if Swords Dance we barely get a chance to make use of, because it's so fast it always critical hits, and critical hits ignore any attack boosts. In Gen 1 it's a fault, so... I'll Generation 1. Open and close alternating sets of doors. Switches open and close alternating sets of doors. Well, good luck to us. Hello, Damien. How's it going? Are you playing Pokopia? Are you still looking for your shiny Charmander? Good luck to you. Vulpix, we famously already have. Thank you, though, Vulpix. You know I'm a big fan of your work. I'm sure Coughing and Wheezing appear here as well, or are they only in red? I don't think Coughing and Wheezing are exclusive Pokemon to that game. But maybe they don't appear in Pokémon Mansion in blue. Oh, a balcony. I assume that's what it's supposed to be, even though off the balcony is literally just pure blue. We're not finding any Coughing and Wheezing though, so maybe. Also, Ditto appears on a lower floor here. If you don't know me, I am a host and commentator for the Pokemon Video Game Championship Series and a content creator. You might know me from my podcast, Chazingdra Chats, Dream Teams and life stories of people in the Pokemon community. And yeah, you'll probably see me on the official Pokemon broadcast, commentating and hosting and things, translating the VGC action. But what's this? A very intriguing book. Might be flipped between versions. Yeah, maybe. A bit like Caterpie and Weevil. Still with Charmander 60 hours in, now going on 65. You can do it. I'm in good, thank you, Damien. Sorting out a whole lot today. Writing a script for a video, which I feel like I haven't done for ages. I'm looking forward to continuing with that. Diary, July 10th. We christened the newly discovered Pokemon Mew. We'll be piecing lots more together over the course of this Pokemon Mansion visit. Good evening to you, Rich. Enjoy the chat with Candy Evie. I'm glad. Yeah, very much British. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you very much, Rich. How has your day been? Ditto a failed Mew clones. Yes, I do like that, Ariel. Yeah, I was actually watching Lawkeeper Toby's video about fossils yesterday. Oh, Coughing, great. Now, we want to put this to sleep before it can self-destruct. And really fascinating stuff. Especially about the move Ancient Power that all fossil Pokemon seem to be able to learn. And the animation for Ancient Power especially... Oh, it woke up again. Especially in later games. It seems to be hurling fossils at the phone. It's a special move, so clearly there's something to do with energy. Oh, the lore is fascinating. Toby really got me into it. Let's see if we can just catch this at full health. Really, Damien? That's interesting. And of course you wake up. I do not want you using self-destruct. But we will weaken you with Circuit. Oh, for goodness sake. Smog is fine. Maybe it doesn't know self-destruct yet. I don't know. The poison, great. I mean, bound to happen at some point. In Pokémon Mansion. Hello everybody, welcome in. Thank you for being here. We're in Pokémon Mansion, learning about Mew and Mewtwo. Great, so this should do it now. Mega Charizard Y. I didn't know it got Ancient Power, that's cool. Because it stores several kinds of toxic gases in its body, it is prone to exploding without warning. Yeah, Coughing we're going to call... Purify. Even though Purify. Purify. Excellent. Hopefully wheezing appears as well. That would save us some time. We can also go and get the experience all, which is what the experience share was called back in these days. Now we have 50 Pokemon in the decks. The thing with Ditto and catching it is that we're probably better off doing a special trip just to catch the Ditto. Because... maybe I shouldn't have flipped that switch. Oh yeah. Circuit's poisoned. Because if we have it transform into, say, a Magikarp, then it's much easier to catch. I think its catch rate is based on the transformed Pokemon. Not that FireRed LeafGreen. Okay, fair enough. That's fine, we can just level up our coughing. Good thing we called it. Oh, interesting. Staircase there. Well, before we go up that, let's explore another diary there. Looking forward to completing the decks in this. I've never done that in Generation 1. Feels like a rite of passage. July 5th, Guyana, South America. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle. I think you're supposed to read that one before the one we just read. Again, a rare reference to a real place, a real world place in Pokemon. Fascinating. Oh, it brings me back to the first Pokemon movie. I should watch that again. It's been a long, long time. Calcium, nice. Diamond wasn't silver, but not Soul Silver. Yes, there was a weird one. Where in the... Everywhere outside... It's not like everywhere outside Europe and America. Or maybe it's quick to just say, in Japan, Fampi appeared in gold and Teddiursa appeared in silver, but that was flipped elsewhere. And I don't know why. I think there must have been some error. But yeah, Sticky Pudding, great to see you. It's been a while. How are you doing? Welcome in to our retro gaming. Thunderball in Generation 3 reminds you of the Canadian flag. Yeah, fair point. Oh, there's nothing here. Surely, if we use the item finder. That's weird. Kind of a pointless space then. Okay. There's no Splatoon. Good. So, I guess you haven't been counting your resets, Damien, and if you're nearly 65 hours in, and you do, I would guess, like 4 per minute, generously, on a maximum, then I guess you're at around 4 times 60 is 240, 240 times 60, which would be 800. 240 times 8. Yeah, so you're at around 240 times 16. Yeah, you're over odds for sure. You might be approaching double odds actually. Pokemon Red and Blue Jukebox arrived. Nice. But you're going to keep it boxed, right? Which I think is a wise decision. Poison decided to hang out in a Zero Mansion, but the Fire Horse, yes. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one too, Ariel. Try Gen 2 one day, you always want to play Silver instead of Crystal, just run for us. What would you recommend? Does Mareep not appear in Crystal? That's crazy. I would play Silver just because it's the original playthrough that everyone would have had when they were younger. And Silver is my favourite game of all time. Magmar, nice. We need you. Interesting sprite. I do like Magmar and I do like Magmortar. Good magic, conch shell. Good to see you, Emerald. That's exactly right. Got Dusty here. How are you doing? Shine just as use the oh nice. Very cool, Stiggy. Cool that you have a retro game store near you as well. Forgot about Magmar. Should have side beamed. I don't want to confuse it. But now I don't want to knock it out. What's our notch roll now? 5,738 hour mark. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that about checks out, Damien. Because you're around double that. Cup. I think we need another confusion. Uh-oh. End of the shame. His name is Dusty, yeah. Because it's a fossil. Uh-oh. Come on, Persevere. You've got to connect these sleep powders. The fire breathers in Gen 2 look like Magmar. Know what I mean? The immediate wake up, you hate to see it. Confuse is annoying. There we go. A Magmar we're gonna call Spitfire Pokemon. That's cool. His body always burns with an orange glow that enables it to hide perfectly among flames. Yeah, Magmar we'll call Ant, and then Electabuzz can be Deck. A famous UK presenting duo, and one that Lee and I talk about a lot because he is Geordie like Ant and Deck. Didn't know about it the other day. Oh yeah! No, I did know about Lord Helix. I mean, my point still stands. It was weird to see Pokemon tweet a picture of a team and there was no first partner on it. But, yes, I realise it's a Twitch plays Pokemon thing, right? Oh dear. Well, we can toss Metronome. At least. Yeah, we can toss that. Iron, fine. We should make a trip back to the PC, actually. Deposit these items, because yes, the bag is pretty small in these games. Break from planning. You shiny hunt from Deoxys, yeah. I think that's wise, Damien. Yeah, true, yeah. Pokemon's up to their banter, for sure. Pokemon account. Ah, yes. We jump off here, don't we? I might just use a potion. And Percy. I never used potions when I was younger. I was very stingy with them. My mentor went to live here. And who's your mentor? We can brute force this Percy. Really, Emerald. I've only boxed my starter once, I think. Because I wanted to have a Lapras on the team and I chose Squirtle. Anyone else box their starter regularly? I get that sometimes you want to play through with a different kind of team. I think we'll just pick up your misery, switch into Snuffle. Nice. Every shiny in Let's Go Eevee, goodness me. It'll be fun though. Shiny hunting in Let's Go is a lot of fun. Overwhelming. It's dark, try jumping off over there. You know what? We really should go back and drop some items off, because we're also going to need space in the bag for the gym key. How are there no item here? It's total dead end. So the Discord is linked below, and yes, there's lots of different channels in there for all kinds of different purposes, so it'd be great to see you. You and anyone else who wants to join. If I've ever done that, each starter brings something, whether it's some of the other games, use HMs or powers and single being for it. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, I'm going to head back to the PC before we jump off this balcony, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say. I could use an escape rope. Oh, I have to use an escape rope, I think. Got 5 escape ropes. Won't take long to get back here. So what we can do is deposit anything we have duplicates of we'll be able to deposit. So iron we can deposit the calcium and the moonstone. That was such a tease, it was like, oh, how many do you want to deposit? No room left. Okay, TM46, I'm not sure what that is. So maybe it's time to also teach Earthquake. Psywave, oh, we can get rid of that. I think it does a varying amount of damage, so it's kind of useless. I'm just going to double check that. Superior is great, really cool. And install shield. Interesting. In your first Black 2 White 2 playthrough. Welcome in, Gil. I've just seen you join the server. Yeah, Psywave and Gen 1. Psywave. Bulbapedia. Generation 2 is the signature move of Mr. Rebus. That's interesting. Oh, it is in Let's Go. That's interesting too. Effect. So it inflicts a random amount of damage varying between 1 damage and 1.5 the user's level when used by the player. Wow. And it can miss. I don't know if it's useful. Because what we'll have Hypnosis and Dream Eater. Maybe Nightshade Lick on Gengar. Let's see if anyone can learn it. Yeah, as expected. Butterfree and Gengar. I don't think we need it. We've got Psychic as well. Now, TM26 on the other hand, Earthquake, because if we look at Snuffle or Sandslash, Cut, Swords, Dance, D, Flash, like, what are we getting rid of there? So I think we teach it to Birthday or Blastoise. Bite, Withdraw, Strength, Surf. I mean, we don't need Withdraw or Bite. One of them will be Hydro Pump. Also Ice Beam though. We could teach that over Hydro Pump if necessary. So yeah, let's teach Earthquake to Blastoise. Hello everybody, welcome in. Hello Jay, great to see you. Game order is a bit high. Oh, okay, thank you Nuzzle. Welcome in though, good to see you. Omanite Gaming indeed. Nuzzle, thank you for being here. Good to see you, Mr. Popo. Going very well, thank you. How are you doing? Reap is indeed absent crystal. Wow, that is strange. Thank you for confirming. That's a good point, Emerald. Cheapish, exactly that. Also, grass doesn't resist ground in Gen 1, so that means we're super effective against Venusaur with this. So we'll forget Bite. There's also our Psychic TM. Not sure who we're teaching that to yet. But anyway, good. So we've dropped off some items, made some more room in the bag, may as well heal since we're here. And back to the mansion. Alrighty, that's the lab. So I'm going to remove the S and change the double F to double Z. There's a chance. Snuffle, though, when I was younger, I wrote a poem. I mean, much younger. And I had the hedgehog say, sniffle, snuffle. That's why it's called Snuffle. Is this a better level for the game audio, by the way? Still yet to find Wheezing. I wonder if it will appear in blue. Okay. Sniffle, Nuzzle, true. Which one do we want to jump off? We could save before doing it. Let's go off this one first. You have to throw yourself off buildings in this game. Actually, I think the other one would have put us in ultimately the same place. What's your favourite random Pokemon location? And I ask that question because of course we're in the Pokémon Mansion, which is pretty random. It's hardly the immediate place people think of when they think about Pokemon locations. My favourite random place, Dragon's Den in Gen 2 has got to be up there. What a cool location. Ah, Wheezing, if only we could find you wild. Thank you very much, Mr. Popo. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a generation quest. And catching them all as I go. I've never got the Pokédex Diploma in this game, or Gen 2, or many of them, to be honest. Only Gen 8 and 9 have I done that, so I'm looking forward to the quest. I'll be making videos about it all as well. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. I was accidentally locked someone in turning still switches. Exactly that, Ariel. Brutal. Good to see you again, Mr. Popo. Celadon City. It's certainly random. It is, however, one of the major towns. But you can definitely say Celadon City. I'm not stopping you. Why Celadon City, Nuzzle? Carbos. I'm going to deposit that as well. Looking forward to having a bigger bag in Gen 2. Much bigger, different pockets as well. I'm convinced that one of these potted plants will have an item in them. Pokemon Village. Is that Gen 6, Damien? His friends there looking for EV. Ah, fair enough. Ah, yes, the hidden EV. What a wonderful reveal it is that is there. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so that's another thing that we can jump off. Let's go down the stairs first. At least we can climb back up those. Yeah, this is where I want to be. In FireRed LeafGreen, the floor looks different here. Ooh, another diary entry. Diary, September 1st, Mewtwo is far too powerful. We have failed to curb its vicious tendencies. So cool that this area exists basically just to provide lore for the movie. It's amazing how little of this is explained within the game itself. Just goes to show how the different media and Pokemon interlock. Why did Blue sell us right on? Because you were in a Celadon City. Nice! Don't leave, Nuzzle. I love a joke like that. Celadon. I enjoyed it. I know it's wild of me to fight a Growlithe with about a free, but here we are. I'm a crazy guy. Second this time when you were children. I'm not surprised, girl. Yeah, the switches and things are tricky. That was a lot of damage. Power, very nice. We should evolve our Pikachu and Vulpix soon as well. Are you joking? Another crit? How rude. Alright, Snuffle. Burglars. I went to I walked past this cafe in London that had that burglar trainer design on the tables. It's really interesting. You find stuff lying around, clearly. Pikachu. Circuit, come back to us. Game has the best surf theme. Good question. Oh, what's TM14? I don't know if I can recall them all off the top of my head. Gen 3 is pretty good. I might say Gen 3. Blizzard. That's cool. I think it's more accurate in Gen 1 as well, actually, than in later generations. So we could teach that to Blastoise. Trying to think. So in Gen 1 it's da 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 da. It's obviously iconic. Then in Gen 2. I'm gonna stick with Gen 3. They also had to cook a bit harder with the Gen 3 surf theme, given there's so much water in Gen 3. It is cozy. Yeah, it is iconic. Here's another trainer. I think we can find Ditto down here as well. If we don't run into a wild one though, that's fine. Because we can massively up our chances by just leading with a Magikarp. Having said that, I think in Gen 2, Ditto's catch rate remains the same, no matter what it transforms into. Because I'm catching a lot of Ditto right now in Gen 2 to find a shiny Gene Ditto for breeding from Misdreavus, and let me tell you, I am burning through Ultra Balls. What's your favourite surf theme, Logan? That is quick attack range if ever I saw it. Oh, there's cute old Eye watching over us. Dusty. I like it here. It's conducive to my studies. If only we could rest in these beds. Oh, I just found something in the bed. Coughing in the bed. Oof. Grim. Does not increase your chance to catch something. That's interesting. I didn't know that, Gil. Weird as may be, but probably not as weird as Gen 1. Rare candy, nice. When you were younger and didn't know and got lost in this dungeon, were you aware that you had to interact with the statues? Because I could see that tripping some people up. Reminds you of the shiny Hump Caspian. Let's go. Literally got 200 Caspian and sent them to Oak. You just imagine an entire lab of cute Caspians. Nice. TM22. Now, Ice Beam was TM13 in the later generations. I don't know about here. Solar Beam. We are getting them all today, aren't we? Wow, Butterfree can learn it. We may well teach that, actually. I fear that we now don't have enough room for another item in the bag. Gen 3 Silver theme as well. Fair enough, yeah. I mean, my favourite Pokemon game of all time is Gen 2 Silver. But obviously I've got that bias and nostalgia as well. Gen 2 is not. Oh, I see. Oh, secret key. Good, we did have room for it. Excellent. Good. That was pretty efficient, actually. So no Ditto as of yet, but that's okay. Could just use an escape rope, but we won't be wasteful. Even though there's no way we get through all 4 escape routes that we have. Thought that would be the case. So, there are only 3 diary entries in this place. I thought there were more. Whereas now I can take on the gem. Let's get out of here. Oh, you're right. That wasn't shut before. Oh, here we go. Maybe we should just use an escape rope then. Could go down and flip the switch. You're so right. Go, yeah. Because that gate wasn't closed before. Let's try and find the natural way out, so to speak. So there's another switch that we can flip on the lower floor. Appreciate all being here, everybody. At Chazingdra across all socials. All likes and subscribes. Oh, you know they're appreciated. I really didn't think that would be the case. I thought that the game wouldn't be able to store the memory of... Normally, like, for example, with strength or cut, if you leave a room and go back in, the boulders jump back, the saplings grow back. So I thought if you change floors, then the same would happen. Alright, leap of faith. Oh yeah, just another exit. There we go. Alrighty. Well, yeah, that was pretty quick, wasn't it? Great. So we'll heal. We'll drop off some items. I think we may as well just teach Solar Beam to persevere our Butterfree. I thought that maybe Vulpix would be able to... Ooh. Maybe we should wait, because maybe Ninetales can learn it. It might only be in later generations. Yeah. And if Raichu can learn Earthquake, maybe we should have waited there as well. But oh well. Not Bill's. I don't mean that. I mean my own. So let's drop off... Rare Candy. And yeah, we've got a full old bag here, haven't we? Carbos. Do I need to change boxes? Yeah, I think I do. I think the Pokeball, it either means it's got Pokemon in it or that it's full. I might as well just switch to box 7 anyway, switch to a new box, because if you try and catch Pokemon and you're not switched and the box that you're currently logged into is full, then it just won't catch. Heath, good to see you. You're not new. But welcome. Always a pleasure to welcome a new face. Okay, circuit. Anything else I want to do now? I don't think so. Here we go then. I also thought about Damien. Yeah, try as a mod, yeah. Here we go, Gym 7. Yo, champ in making. The hot-headed Blaine is a fire Pokemon pro. Douses spirits with water. You better take some burn heals. Cinnabar Island Pokemon Gym, leader Blaine. Winning trainers, Lee, of course. Fascinating that on this island gym, surrounded by water, it's the fire gym. So if you're struggling, you can find a water Pokemon pretty easily to take them on. Now, if we get the quizzes right, presumably you don't have to fight these trainers, but it's free experience, it's free money. More break Axorus. Oh, we do get burned. Why didn't the screen shake that time? That normally happens. Ah, you joking. Pains me to use Thunderbolt on a Vulpix Fox, my favourite animal. I've got a Vulpix behind me. There we go. Alas. 9 tails, that's what's in store for us. What a sprite. Wow. Very cool. Imagine seeing that for the first time when you're younger. Disguise yourself. I thought that wouldn't get it. $41, nice. Can't help stealing other people's Pokemon. I can't help it. I can't help stealing other people's Pokemon. Well, that's a problem, my friend. Let's just test ourselves with a quiz machine. For fun. Get it right and the door opens to the next room. Get it wrong and face a trainer. If you want to conserve your Pokemon for the gym leader, then get it right. Here we go. Caterpie evolves into Butterfree. Well, that's tricky, isn't it? No, it evolves into Metapod. I think I remember some discourse about this online. Caterpie evolves into Butterfree. I'll say no. That is a very debatable one though, isn't it? Because Caterpie evolves into Metapod. But there we go. Pikachu holding its own that far in the game. Exactly, yeah. Obviously it's a bit early to evolve into Raichu yet. I think all it has to learn is Thunder. And then we can use the Thunderstone. Which obviously we'll be doing before the Elite Four. Maybe, hopefully before Gen 8. Okay, so next up to train is Snuffle, and he's going to have a whale of a time in the Fire Gym. Do you know how hot Pokemon Fire Breath can get? I don't think we're about to find out. I'm just thinking, Gym 1 there's no puzzle, Gym 2 there's no puzzle, Gym 3 there's the bin thing, finding the switch, Gym 4 there are some cut trees but it's not really a puzzle, Gym 5 got the invisible walls for Koga, Gym 6 the warp panels, then Gym 7 we got the quizzes, Gym 8 yeah we got the warp panels again, so it's weird that every single gym doesn't have a puzzle. I guess the first one it makes sense that it doesn't. But I'd expect that Erica's would, because it's kind of the odd one out. And Gym 2. Snuffle 41 already. Yeah, hot, hot, hot feeling. Hot, hot, hot. Fire ought to be more precise. Combustion. Blah, 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 blah. Is that us supplying the blah blah blah, or did he literally say blah blah blah? Gonna fight fire with fire now. Time to level up Vulpix. You can't win, I have studied Pokemon totally. Sure. Ponyta. See how little damage this does. Heated dance move, fire spin, nice. It works. That's not bad, a 3-shot is not bad. Yeah, it's interesting, there's so many water Pokemon that water trainers don't tend to use Squirtle. But so few fire Pokemon that, yeah, you're going to find some Charmander in the gym teams. We get the Fire Blast TM from Blaine as well. Oh well, hello Vulpix. Just English words, that's interesting. Roar, great. Recall would be nice here. That was a cool noise that the move made. Fun sprite Growlithe has. Fire Pup. Super nerd. What a trainer class. Wow, my studies! My theories are too complicated for you. Let's try the quiz. There are 9 certified Pokemon League badges. No. What about this one? Oh, that's just empty. Okay. Just like using fire Pokemon. Fair enough, you try a monotype run. Yeah, I agree, Heath. I think there remains to be remains to be explained where the professors in each region get these rare Pokemon to be the starter Pokemon that never appear anywhere else in the region. Oh, fire spin, yeah. This is how it works in Gen 1. It's so slow. Oops. We're gone for Nightshade. Fire spin is so annoying. I'd love that to be explained at some point. It's not as bad as rap. Also, there's no message saying you were freed, which is annoying. If the first one crits, then every single one crits. That's how that works in Gen 1. Animals that you can picture being in the wild. Sure. I know what you mean. I'm not a fan of humanoid Pokemon. Depends on plush in the Pokemon Center. It costs $19.99, free delivery is 20 or more. Oh yeah, classic. Yeah. Yeah, that's tripped me up many times, Jay. I wish that was a thief Pokemon. I'd use that. That kind of is thief Pokemon. Sure, some dex entries will talk about it. Let's trust our knowledge here. Poliwag evolves 3 times. Evolves twice. This is giving me Trick House vibes in Gen 3. That's another cool random location in Pokemon. Cool sprite for Rapidash. Definite unicorn vibes. The Graveler cry when we're on low health. It can't handle the dinging. Right, into Jazz. Oh, the miss, good. That's it, Noses and Dream Eater. Seemed like an ultimate move. I agree, Heath, yeah. I always found that weird. Fire Spin, and like Charizard's card has Fire Spin. How cool is that animation and noise? Yeah, and yeah, it's not that good. Yes, I was going to say the Retro Pikachu plush. Who's excited for that? There's that, and then there's the Retro Pikachu keychain as well. There's the kind of thing where I saw it and I thought, oh, that's cool. And then I thought, would I use that? Would I want that? And I'm like, well no, actually. But it is really cool, and a good collectible. Blaine was lost in the mountains when a fiery bird Pokemon appeared. Its light enabled Blaine to find his way down. Which is interesting, because then in Gen 3, you've got Mount Kindle where Moltres appears, and that's clearly what that story is referring to. So they clearly, like, use that lore and put Mount Kindle in Gen 3 and FireRed LeafGreen. Or Mount Ember, is it? Yeah. That's very interesting. Pearl is Thief, same with Nickit. Oh yeah, Nickit. I love Nickit. Let's try this one. Our Thunder moves, super effective against ground element type Pokemon. Element type, that's an interesting way of putting it. They're working out how to describe all these things. Into many gems, but this is my favourite, because you can mix stuff, probably. Yeah, what are our thoughts on the Retro Pikachu? Gen 6 of those are quiz machines rather than reel-to-reels. Just walk up and fight the train. Oh, fair enough. What's a reel-to-reel, Heath? Into Jazz. You're a fan, Sensel. Great to see you, by the way. Thank you for being here, Sensel. Got the Pokeball coast as well for the future, which then effectively got discounts on their very good quality. That's good. Glad you like the look of the retro plush. It's always good quality from the Pokemon Center. I slightly regret not pouncing on the Nidorino Gengar pin while it was available. But then again, I thought, I've got so many pins, I don't need any more. It's fine. Crocodile, Terrapagos. Scrimblow. Scrimbio? Scrimblow? Scrimblow. Why did you call him that, Gil? I know you're a big fan of Terrapagos. Oh yeah, the Pokédolls are cute, aren't they? I do like their proportions. Don't sense the silent shipping Europe side UK and Germany would be a good idea. It would be a good idea. Yeah, sucks that you're not able to get access to it, Ariel. One day. It's not like Pokemon isn't big enough for that, so... Yowza, too hot. Us fire Pokemon fans like Ponyta and Ninetales. Profound. Pokemon quiz, get it right and the door opens to the next room. Get it wrong and face trainer, we know this. Pokemon of the same kind and level are not identical. It's kind of a weird case of double negatives going on there, but we got there. Is this... Okay, one more trainer, then we can go back and heal. Hopefully we'll reach level 41 here as well. Fire is weak against H2O. Have you been doing your chemistry homework is another way of asking that question to kids playing this game. Started tape players that has two spinning discs with a line of tape connects and essentially a big set. Yeah, they do look like that, don't they, Heath? And I kind of knew what you meant even when I asked. Yeah, they're very strange things. I think the Gen 1 graphics don't really render things as clearly as you'd hope, obviously. That's true, Jay. That's true. Scrimblow to me is not my turn. I'm not sure you can play it. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I've never heard this. I'm an old man! I don't know all these terms you kids use. Good, 41. Does Jazz grow level 41 as well? No, but maybe with this one. Hopefully Gengar learns... There aren't that many good ghost moves back in Gen 1. But hopefully it learns some, you know, more just all-out offense attack at some point. Otherwise we could give the Psychic TM to Jazz. We'd have Solar Beam and Psybeam on Butterfree. Could be good. I do like having one of the first route bug Pokemon in a team, because it's like, the whole point is that those Pokemon don't make it through to your final team. But this is a way of saying, hey, we believe in the underdogs. Snuffed out. Hello everybody, welcome in. Water beats fire, but fire melts ice Pokemon. I don't think fire is super effective against ice in Gen 1. There's another weird interaction. Alright, final quiz. We don't even have to do it, but for completion's sake. TM at 28 contains Tombstoner. That's not even a move. Musically trained. I have grade 8 singing, which is like the highest singing qualification you can get here in the UK. Any of these machines? Clearly not. I think they know Europe is interested. I guess it's just a question of budget. I did grade 5 theory as well, so yeah, I do have some music training under my belt. I learned violin and piano when I was younger as well. Okay, I think we should just give birthday its time in the sun here, and by sun I mean rain. This is our first partner. This is the Fire Gym. Let's just go absolutely ham with Blastoise and Pokémon Blue version, the mascot Pokémon. Let's do this. Ha! I am Blaine! I am the leader of Cinnabar Gym. My fiery Pokémon will incinerate all challengers. Ha! You better have Burn Heal. I should have shaved my head for this stream. That was very sloppy of me. Yeah, I don't need to worry about this. It's been a while since I've touched any musical training, Heath, but yeah, there is that. Should we try an Earthquake? Oh, new move. Okay, Growl's going to be annoying, though. Hello, everybody. We're fighting Blaine. What an amazing animation. No, the crit. I feel like Blaine should just give us the badge now, to be honest. Great sprite as well. You can see why it's known as a legendary Pokemon. I mean, look at it. How can he know? Likes and subscribers appreciated. Another crit. I don't think we needed that. Oh, 42. Rude not to. That's true, Ariel. Trying to learn Skull Bash. Skull Bash. Well, it's better than Withdraw, so I might as well teach it. We already have Strength, though, so... Ultimately, you want Hydro Pump. I think it's 2 turn in this game. Withdraw. I need to remind myself how that move works in Gen 1. And generally, it's a pretty rare one. I have burnt out. You have earned the Volcano Badge. I burn out! You've earned the Volcano Badge! Ha! The Volcano Badge heightens the special abilities of your Pokemon. Here, you can have this too. TM38 contains Fire Blast. Teach it to a Fire-type Pokemon. Charmeleon or Ponyta would be good bets. Why does it say Charmeleon there, not Charizard? Fire Blast is the ultimate fire technique. Don't waste it on water Pokemon. I don't think they could learn it anyway, Blaine. Hello, Adoomish. Yeah, it is, and welcome back in, Adoomish. Great to see you again. Yeah, we're nearing the end, but remember, we do still have to catch them all, so that will add some time. But yeah, we're flying through. You did miss the fighting dojo, Heath, but you can catch the VOD from yesterday, so you can catch up on it. Like a nice practice there too. It would have been a good choice, Heath. I think we should just teach Fire Blast right away. If you don't have room in the bag, I guess you can just talk to them later and they'll give you the TM in the gym. I don't know. Yep, Candles is the only one that can learn it. I don't think it learns it naturally either. Let me just check. I'll check Skull Bash while I'm here. So, Vulpix. I personally prefer Cantonian and Vulpix to Alolan. They're both great. But what are your preferences? What a Pokemon. So, Gen 1 moveset. Do you learn Fire Blast? I don't think you do. Hello everybody, we've just beaten Blaine. We're just seeing if Vulpix can learn Fire Blast, and yeah. We're nearing the end of Generation 1. Oh, it's just Fire Spin, so yeah, we can teach Fire Blast with impunity. I don't think Fire Spin will be that useful anyway, to be honest. So that's Vulpix. Now Skull Bash. Let me just look this up. Skull Bash. Rocket Headbutt is the Japanese move, Japanese name for Skull Bash. Rocket Headbutt is the Japanese name for Skull Bash. That is so cool. Rocket Headbutt. Poof! They should have been called that in English. Probably not enough characters, but yeah. Generation 1, Signature Move, Squirtle's Evolutionary Line. Can't believe it's in ZA as well. So then, Skull Bash. Nothing on the turn. It's let's say they use a load its head. Skull Bash will do damage to people with accident will cancel last move used. Once Skull Bash is executed, the user won't be able to switch out until it's disrupted or fully executed. Skull Bash is not fully executed, people will not be able to cancel last move used. Mirror move, the internal head, mirror move, binding and flinchable pulls will not disrupt the duration of Skull Bash. Okay. But what's its power? Wow, 130. That is big. That's big damage. Interesting. Cool. So we can teach Fire Blast. Like both Vulpix ones. Fair enough. Maybe Rich. We don't have a Gyarados on the team. Yes. Let's drop. It's time we dropped Ember, right? Nice. Fire Blast. Let's go. Blaine will be proud to see us use it right in front of him. What do you say to that, Blaine? Just the same as you always do, of course. Well, he didn't waste it, so I'm sure you'll be happy. Pressures are always incredible, as well as the range of characters able to bring life. Thank you so much, Jay. That's really kind of you. As you know, I'm an actor outside of Pokemon, so I do enjoy it. Zesty, good to see you. Slowpoke is the only water type that can learn Fire Blast. Really? Slowpoke? That's fascinating. Maybe the psychic ability helps towards that. Charlie, you beat that Firebrand. Charlie, you beat that Firebrand! I didn't do his voice before. Oh well. Cinnabar Island, Pokemon Gym, Leader Blaine, winning trainers. Out of the S, Lee, Charlie. Very nice. No other trainers have taken on this gym in the history of time. Now in FireRed LeafGreen, you step out and you're taken to the Sevi Islands, but they didn't exist in Gen 1. Back in my day. Sevi Islands are really cool though. I kind of just want to play through the Sevi Islands again, to be honest, without playing through the rest of FireRed LeafGreen. All in good time. You like both Vulpix forms? They are cool. I think it was important for Light Charizard to learn all fire moves that end up flying to a fire spin Fire Blast. Fair enough, yeah. No, I think a lot of people think that, Ariel. How do you guys pronounce Pokemon? Pokemon, Pokemon, or Pokemon? Yeah, the last one, Pokemon. I know that Americans say Pokemon, but yeah, Pokemon is more natural to me. Kanto for 9 tells you say hello. That's interesting. Interesting, Jay. Leave more jokes thrown off a bit. Yeah, true, Ariel. Yeah, that was slowing down. He had 3G. Exactly that, Damien. 3G. Yeah. I remember 3G being a big thing as well. There might have been some buffering there, but I think we're back now. So I apologise for that. Right. Let's surf. We can also catch a Tangela in the area just north of... Or actually, the patch of grass just south of Pallet Town. So yeah, I think we've cleared out Cinnabar now. Crazy. Making very quick progress. Actually, what happens if we surf off the west? Probably nothing different. We still got to come back here to revive the old Amber. Pokemon, but you know, show me say Pokemon. It's just a bit of a mouthful to say Pokemon, I think. Orange Wednesdays, yeah, now we're talking, Damien. How am I leveling up now? Not birthday, that's for sure, just creamed Blaine's team. Pokemon. Yeah, true, yeah. That's a good point, that's all. Pokedons, yeah, fair enough. I know some people say Pokemans, Pokemon. They confuse it with some kind of superhero. Poliwhirl. I have a newfound appreciation for Poliwhirl after reading a little bit of the first Pokemon Adventures manga. Glad that didn't hit. Simple but effective design. Pokemon. That's fair enough, Gil. You're not a million miles away. Complete the circle, go back home, see our mum. How strange it will be to walk Route 1 again. Well, I started this quest last Wednesday, so yeah, it really is swift progress, isn't it? And what we've done, 1, 2, 3... Friday was a long stream. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is our 7th stream of this quest. I reckon within 10 we'll be able to complete the Pokédex, complete the whole challenge. I wonder how those stats will compare with later generations where there are more Pokemon. Bum, 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 bum. It was great to see the traction these streams were getting last week. Don't know why they've kind of dropped off. Maybe because of FireRed LeafGreen and maybe because of Pokopia as well. But I appreciate you all hanging with me. I'm really excited to see the path that these streams take going forward with each successive generation. Can't wait for Gen 2 next, my favourite of them all. And Gen 3 I haven't played in ages, so I can't wait to experience that. Ah, so much to come. I'm sunburnt to a crisp. Oh dear. Well, that was silly of you, wasn't it? I caught all my Pokemon at sea. 26 right joke is, how'd you get Pikachu on the bus? Pokemon. Exactly that. I remember my dad being thrilled with that joke. Full national decks for later gens or regional? Basically, just whichever Pokemon are available. As in, not event exclusive. I will try and get them. So that will mean getting the other version and trading over. So yeah, that would probably include National as well. Think about how crazy it would be once restricts like Kyric Choker and such a power creps, considering mid-tier choices. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Jay. Who knows what's in store? I don't think that'll ever be totally power creps. There'll just be some abilities and so on that are maybe even better than Calyrex and Corridons, etc. Divert down. Where'd you catch your Pokemon? Well, we were given this one in Pallet Town, this one in Viridian Forest, this one in Viridian Forest, this one just west of Cerulean City, this one just west of Lavender Town, and this one in the Pokemon Tower, my friend. Good old cheeky Gengar, eh? I rarely play through with a Gengar, so I'm excited about that. So now, persevere to the front, please. Good against the Tentacle. I wish there were more sort of landmarks so that you don't feel so sort of stranded in the middle of the ocean. In this route. Keep me company until I get a hit. Pokemon, then you realise that's definitely not right now. I feel like Pokemon. Yeah, I agree. It's just the most sort of natural sounding, I think. Like a new gimmick. Yeah, there's that icon, isn't there, that they've revealed. I need to remind myself what it looks like, Ariel. Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, let's theory it. To be honest, I wouldn't mind seeing just combinations of things like Mega Terrors would be cool. I don't want them to go too crazy with the new gimmick. Because for Gen 10, there's just so much that's been successful already. I'd rather them sort of bank on something safe. And at least combining two kind of feels new, right? Because we've never had that before. So Terraflies and you can Mega Evolve, that sort of thing. Surely there'll be some Megas in there. Weird to bring back Megas in such a big way in ZA, to not have them available in Gen 10. FireRed Release brought you back into YouTube and Pokemon streams while Shining Hunting. Very happy to start playing that. Well, thank you so much, Senso. It's brilliant to have you here. I really appreciate your support. That burned some time. Oh wait, I've got a bite. Don't scare away the fish. Didn't voice the Dojo Master like. I'm so sorry, Heath. I can't remember. Oh yeah, I remember what I did now. I'm the Dojo Master. Beat me and you can have Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan. How's that for you? Officially be a year since you last did the Battle Tree on Ultra Moon. I remember you talking about that in the Discord. My Discord is below, everybody, if you want to join. It'd be a pleasure to see you in there. 80 wins, you don't want to go out to one. Yeah, that's fair enough. Being impatient, you can't wait to see a Gen 2 playthrough. Me neither, Doomish. No, don't worry about being impatient. I'm right there with you. What's your favourite generation of Doomish? Is it Gen 2? Because that's certainly mine. They'll likely never be bad per se. No, agreed. Even strong Pokemon maybe get to convert. Yeah, it's true, Jay. Please don't Aura Beam. Oh no! Nah, okay. Well done, Percy. Once one videos you play, if they're given to normal life. Yes, same, Ariel. I can imagine that. Circuit. We'll sweep up here. I should have Thunderbolted. I just want to preserve PP. Because of course there's no physical special split in Gen 1. It's determined by type. I didn't mean it. I was just angry that I couldn't catch anything. I hope that children who are too into playing the games and were too sort of hyped up learn something from that line of dialogue. Surf time. That was only very, very broken. I'm sorry, Heath. I'm glad, Heath. Glad it sounded like you. Wow. I was going to say, I thought there were more swimmers on this route. Cleanses my body and soul. Neo Genesis Kingdra card. Oh, that's so kind of you, Heath. I would absolutely love that. Goodness me, I'm not much of a card collector, but I do have a stack of Kingdra cards, which have been given to me by very kind people in the community, and also some really cool art. But Neo Genesis, that's like the first Generation 2 card set, right? So I'd be so down for a Neo Genesis Kingdra card. I don't have a cool Poliwrath card for you, I don't think. Although I'd have to check my old card collection. There might be one in there. Do you often find this? You hit by one sand attack and your move misses. You hit by another and then the next one hits. Ah, randomness. Well, if we can connect with Psybeam, that will be huge. And we can. Crit poison. You hate to see it. That was a miss. Percy's not having a good day at the office. The 1 HP. Nice. And the level up. You'll love to see it. Whew. Saved by the skin of its teeth. Butterfree doesn't even have teeth. Well, it kind of does. I like the mountains too. Full heal. Okay, switch to circuit. What's wrong with me swimming? Gen 2, it blew your mind going back to Canton when you remember my friend showing you how to find Lugia in the playground. It felt like such an adventure. Yes, I remember finally stumbling upon Lugia entirely by myself, and I was so proud, and catching it. I might not have used the Master Ball even, and just flying around using Aeroblast. I was so excited. But yeah, that little cavern in the Whirl Islands. I love how in Soul Silver and Heart Gold they've really upped the ante with the Whirl Islands. But, and that whole storyline, but yeah, in the original it just hits different. Actually, I haven't done the Ho-Oh quest, the Brass Tower, for such a long time. I remember nothing about it. I just remember you hopping over some things. But I'm excited to do that again. The King of Full Art showed me a couple of years ago. I was playing that too. Oh yes, I have that one actually, yeah. A fellow commentator gave me that card, which was really kind. It's such a cool card. Look like what? A studded inner tube. What? I look like what? A studded inner tube. I didn't. That's so rude if my character said that. Crazy. Oh, nice. I didn't think we'd be able to talk to him from the water. Yeah, we'll battle on the waves. I remember releasing Lugia after watching the second movie. I think it was what you're supposed to do. Really? Wow. Ah, yes. There's a trainer in every game, every Pokemon game that has just Magikarp. Da, 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 da. I must say, it's nice to stream without headphones. It just feels far more liberated. They're surprisingly defensive, aren't they, Magikarp? When you learned what you'd done, Ariel, did you regret it? Speak Gen 2 as a kid because in Gold version, you were able to get it from the flea market. It was an Italian version, you got stuck like a rose. Oh, wow! Yeah, that's tough. Playing another language of the game. So fascinating. This is like my favourite thing about streaming this quest, everybody. Hearing your tales from within Pokemon from back in the day, and otherwise. Just your experiences. So thank you for sharing them. I'm all ears if you have anything else to share. When did you then beat the game, Gil? Darn Magikarp. I seem to only catch Magikarp. Maybe you have an old rod, my friend. Oh no, if the fish are biting. Card from a fellow commentator. And he showed me evidence. I got this from a mechanic from Tennessee. Yeah. They love it. They love it. We missed 1 in 256. Gen 1 miss. Fascinating. Da, 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 da. Good. 42. Into Snuffle. This is on the 3DS. Yeah. That makes sense. I love the Gen 1 Souls dance animation. Tiny little cutlasses dancing around the character. We always crit with Sound Flash though, and it kind of makes Souls dance pointless. Maybe one time it will come in handy. All the balance of fire, eyes of lightning. Yeah. True. And you should be proud of that. I can't catch anything good. That's no way to talk about your Pokemon. Gotta remember to go to the patch of grass and catch a Tangela. Which is interesting, isn't it? Because on Cinnabar it says, oh, do you want to trade X for my Tangela? And you're like, that's a new Pokemon, absolutely. Without necessarily realising that you can just catch it just north of Cinnabar. Here we go. I think only Tangela appears here as well. I remember the Master Guide proclaiming that proudly. Okay, no, we've got Pidgeotto. We do want to catch this. We need it for the dice. Persevere is such low HP, we'll go and Circuit instead. Thunder Wave. Fully paralysed. Oh, I can't remember what level this is. I'll try Swift. Running into Latias for the first time as Route 120, you just knew a red and white Pokemon was out of place with that green background. Yes! I remember running into Entei for the first time in Generation 2. And it was on like, oh no, we don't want to crit there. It was the route south of Violet, so you know, very low level Pokemon, and I was like, that Pokemon, because you see the silhouette in Gen 2 before anything else, I was like, that Pokemon is far too big to appear on this route, what on earth is this? And then the dots connected in my mind, and I was like, oh wait, that's one of the ones I set free from the tower. So cool. Just been pretending I actually know. Can you imagine? Well, having said only Tangela appears here, we're finding a whole lot that isn't Tangela. That's enticing, isn't it? What's on that block of land over there? Obviously we can't access it, but the mind boggles. Especially kids in the playground would be like trying to get there for a secret Pokemon. Because once the Mew rumour had spread, I guess people were on the lookout for new secrets in these games. What's going on here? Where's the Tangela? So cool that there's one patch of grass where Tangela appears. Really adds to the mystique and the notion of exploring everywhere you go. Having said that, still no Tangela. Here we go. And of course in Gen 1, Sleep Powder works on grass types. Oh, 30, okay. Each other aren't practicing and sending them together at the same time. It's true, Ariel. Hey. Listen. I can neither confirm nor deny. Alright, let's... Ultra Ball. I did see the first Twilight film when I was younger. I enjoyed it. I actually read all the books as well. I remember the third one, Eclipse, just being... like, nothing happens. Nothing happens in that book. They're an enjoyable enough read. I didn't want the crit there, for goodness sake. Became crazy because Shaman Arceus is the all-real, we knew how to find how to activate. Yeah. We need all these Pokemon, so we'll take this. That's a good point, Gil. Zingdra, Chazingdra. That's exactly it. Big miss for the aliens. Yeah, agreed, Jay. Hope he does more videos like that. That was so much damage. Hopefully, I'm not sure will work now. I'm going to stretch my legs in the meantime. Didn't know you could see me, but we got the Eradicate. Rat. Raticate. Rat. It uses its whiskers to maintain its balance. It apparently slows down if they are cut off, I'm sure. Weird thing to focus on for the Pokédex entry. Raticate. We've just been talking about Twilight and Robert Pattinson. We can call Raticate... We'll call him Edward, after Edward Cullen, I guess. Or maybe just Pattinson. I'll just go with Pattinson, if it fits. Pattinson. Pattinson the Raticate. Okay, we want to catch Pidgeotto and we want to catch Tangela. You say you look like the bass player for Fallout Boy, but you've got Miles. I don't know what the bass player for Fallout Boy looks like, to be honest with you, Heath. I also get compared to Daniel Radcliffe a lot. Certainly when I was younger. And around the 4th film, we both had very long hair. I still get the comparison sometimes. That's the right amount of HP. Rattinson, that would have been better. That would have been better, Heath. Rattinson. Should have done that. For that man, yeah, true. Okay, just Tangela left. Very protective of its sprawling territorial area, this Pokemon will fiercely peck at any intruder. Pidgeotto, bird Twilight hybrid, we'll call Werebird. There are werewolves in Twilight. Werebird. Okay, now let's get a Tangela, please. Already got you, already got Rattata. Here we go. It's funny how sort of square Tangela looks in Gen 1. So crazy yesterday, trying to catch the Articuno, those moments of you missed the Pokemon. When I was younger, I was like, what do I do with that? How do I not miss the Pokemon? Is this in my control? And it's really not. I'm glad that that's no longer a thing. Nice. Confusion we don't love. There we connect again. I think I prefer with sleep that sometimes the Pokemon can wake up first turn. Makes it a bit more balanced, but then again, unlocks new competitive opportunities with the guaranteed first turn. We got the Tangela. Staying with the Twilight theme, we're going to call Tangela... Tangela Vine. The whole body is swathed with wide vines that are similar to seaweed. Its vines shake as it walks. Tangela will be called... Actually, the werewolf theme would be better for this, wouldn't it? Because of the fur. Sprouting all over the body. Cool Tangler. Bella Swan. We'll just call Tangler Cullen after I broke Cullen. Excellent. I think we've cleared out this patch of grass now. Well done, Damien. Well, I'm B and up on the D-pad because that apparently made a difference to Kidney. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I remember that. Or like B and down. B and up for you. All those rumours. And then it works one time, it's like, I've just broken the game. Rapunzel would have been good. Tang Bella, again, that would have been better, a Doomish. Ah, Pallet Town again. So strange to be back here after last week. Well, what's going on in the lab? Yeah, you still study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. Professor Oak is the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard. Good to see you. How's your Pokédex coming? Here, let me take a look. 125 Pokemon seen. 71 Pokemon owned. That's nearly half. That's real good. Very good. Go fish for some marine Pokemon. Thanks, Oak. We have a Charmander. I think, you know, if you set some kids off on a quest to complete the Pokédex, you'd at least let them have the Charmander for the Pokédex. We could give it right back to you. Oh well. There's an email message here. Again, email message. Calling all Pokemon trainers. The elite trainers of Pokemon League are ready to take on all comers. Bring your best Pokemon and see how you rate as a trainer. Pokemon League HQ, Indigo Plateau. P.S. Professor Oak, please visit us. Ooh, that suggests that Oak was once a hotshot trainer back in the day. Fascinating. Bit of unexplored lore. Pallet Town, shades of your journey await. Here we are again. Hey, Mum. Charlie, you should take a quick rest. Oh, good. You and your Pokemon are looking great. Take care now. Can we look out the window? No. There's a movie on TV, 4 boys are walking on a railroad tracks. I better go too. There's a movie on TV, 4 boys are walking on railroad tracks. I better go too. Here we are again. Those railroad tracks that have taken all the way to Cinnabar Island, that have taken us all the way to Cinnabar Island, about to take us to the end of the adventure. What does Gary's sister have to say? Pokemon are living things. If they are tired, give them a rest. Kind of depressing they have to remind kids that, but they are living things. If they get tired, give them a rest. Might look like pixels, but no, they're living. Let's just embrace Pallet Town one moment longer before we leave. Alright, back onto Route 1, but this time with vastly stronger Pokemon than before. Little Pidge. Going out tomorrow telling all about the adventures from encountering dangerous beasts and infiltrating the mafia, only there to heal my team and send me out again. Exactly that. It's true, yeah. Mum doesn't really give you much time of day, does she? Okay, now a couple of things on the to-do list. Let's go to Fuchsia, see if we can find and catch a Kangaskhan, or a Tauros, or a Chansey. Let's go to Pewter and pick up the old Amber. And revive it in Cinnabar. Yeah, we're going to have to deposit one so we can fly. Deposit candles for now. Thing is, where's our flying Pokemon? Oh, we can just withdraw Werebird and teach Fly. Good. I bet we deposited the HMO2 as well. Back in my day, you had to bear all of these things in mind. It wasn't as straightforward as these days. Okay. Fair enough. You have a merry evening as well. Thank you very much, Ariel. Thank you for moderating as always. I'm looking forward to hearing more about your new job. The chances are I won't be streaming tomorrow and I'll be streaming again next week, so I hope to see you then, Ariel. But, thank you very much, as always. Good luck. I hope the new job continues well. I look forward to hearing about it. Have a merry rest of the day. I like how we kind of the music synced with the sound effect there. Da 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 da. Go to Pewter. Get Dactyl in the Dex. Oh wait. Well, what's beyond this little cut bush? Actually, that's something else we need to do. Go back through the whole game with all the HMs. Access the new areas. We are proud of our fossils of very rare prehistoric Pokemon. Can't sneak in the back way. Oh, whatever. Do you know what Amber is? Amber is fossilized tree sap. Amber is clear and gold. Amazing that it's the same colour as us, rather than blending in with the background. Shh. I think that this chunk of amber contains Pokemon DNA. It would be great if Pokemon could be resurrected from it. But my colleagues just ignore me, so I have a favour to ask. Take this to a Pokemon lab and get it examined. Very nice. Will do. Get the old amber checked. Alrighty. Back to Cinnabar. That's interesting. It goes to Saffron before Cinnabar when you're going in reverse. I guess you can access Cinnabar first? Anyway.
Hiya, I'm Important Doctor. I study here rare Pokemon fossils. Have you a fossil for me? Oh, that is old Amber. It is fossil of Aerodactyl, a Pokemon that is already extinct. My resurrection machine will make that Pokemon live again. So, you hurry and give me that. I take a little time, you go for a walk a little while. All we have to do is leave the building. Get Dactyl on the decks. Where were you? Your fossil is back to life? It was Aerodactyl-like, I think. Yeah, we will call Aerodactyl... So cool. What kind of breakfast cereal? Shreddies? Okay, good. Right, now, Kangaskhan. I say that as if we're definitely going to catch one, but we'll see. Okay. Do we have room in the box, first of all? Because that'd be the worst. If we can't throw balls at it. I don't think the Pokeball is, the box is full. I think it's just... there are Pokemon in it. Let's just try. Hello everybody, we're going to have another go at catching Kangaskhan. First time riding a bicycle this stream, which is strange, but we've been surfing so much. Kangaskhan, Taurus and Chansey, that's what we need from the Safari Zone, so let's see if we can get them. Amazingly, we caught Pinsir pretty easily. We do have a lot of money now. I've fought all the trainers, so... check the box and find out later, there needs to change. It's true, and I didn't do that. But I couldn't be bothered to deposit, because the other thing is, when you go withdraw, it says you have to deposit a Pokemon first, you can't just see the Pokemon in the box. What we'll do is try throwing a Pokeball. Well, actually, even if we catch it, then it might clog up the box, so I guess we won't. Alright, back on the bike. What's your all-time favourite Safari Zone Pokemon? From Gen 1. It's probably Pinsir for me. Just find it iconic. I think it's cool that you can get a bug so late in the game as well. True, you can't fail shiny in Gen 1. Well, you could. If the stats matched. You just won't be able to sell it shiny in Gen 1. Let's roll the dice again. Speaking of which, have you seen this, is it called Placoro? This dice game that's come out in Japan? I think that could be quite fun. I'm looking forward to learning more about it. Oh, Dratini's a good shout. We do already have Dratini as well. I don't think Taurus and Chansey can appear in this area, which is annoying.
So I think Kangaskhan will give them a run for their money anyway. Parasite we do already have, actually. So either you have fond memories of getting a chance with a lucky egg in Gen 3. That's really cool, Dimish. Those hold items. Yeah, I remember getting a Cubone with a thick club in Gen 3. So cool, those hold items. I haven't looked at the trailer yet. I don't really know how it works. The trailer doesn't really explain how it works. I guess Blacora is an established concept. Here's a Kangaskhan. So I feel, in Japan at least, I don't feel the need to explain how the game works. But I'm looking forward to learning more. Here we go. Yes, we Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan. Immediate second Kangaskhan. Haha, we got it. That feels good. So let's answer it. Takes will be out of a Kangaskhan. Nice. 7-0, and if the box had been full, that would have been very frustrating. Anyway, 703, that is taller than I expected. The infant rarely ventures out of its mother's protective pouch until it is 3 years old. We are going to nickname Kangaskhan. Took quite a few attempts. Also, I deliberately looked at the Game Boy screen thinking, what if this makes a difference? And clearly it did. I'm going to call Kangaskhan Mother and Child. I want to call it Barley for some reason. I'm going to call him Barley. Fair enough. Thank you, first ball Tauros. Let's hope so, Gil. Barley. Right. Let's go to another area. See if we can get Tauros and Chansey. I think they appear in the area I'm heading to. Kangaskhan, there we go, Crabsy, thank you. Yes, we certainly Kangaskhan. Maybe Tauros and Chansey appear in another area, but I think Tauros at least appears here. Give it a go. How many steps do we have left? 97. Well, there's a chance. Not with no encounters there isn't. Come on. There we go. You the Kangaskhan, love that. Seasonal Protopia and you're getting tempted. Fair enough, Damien. I just like, as good as the reviews are, I just don't enjoy sim games that much. Hey! As our first Tauros ever encountered. That's so cool. Also because barely any trainers use Tauros in Gen 1. First ball wonder. It stayed. It fled. At least we found one. There's a chance he appear here as well. Favourite town city in every Pokemon League? Ooh, good question, Jane. So off the top of my head, I'm going to go with Cerulean in Gen 1. I don't really know why. I guess I like the idea of being by the sea. Ecruteak in Gen 2. I love how it's full of lore. I'm going to pause that question. Don't put chores in the china shop. Good point, Damien. Now, let me see. I think we may as well stick around as far as I see if we can catch Taurus and Chansey. I don't want to sort of start a new thing like Gym 8 or Zapdos yet. So I say we just give the good Safari Wardens our money until we can catch Taurus and Chansey. I'm just going to look up the most efficient areas to do that in Gen 1. Ah, welcome in. Sensible as well. I've seen you've just joined the Discord. Thank you for Beamer. Okay, Safari Zone. The encounter tables are crazy in these games. Oh, here we go. Safari Zone in Kanto. Safari game. Pokemon, here we go. So, Chansey 1% in the central area. Taurus doesn't appear there. Area 1 east. Taurus and no, Taurus and Chansey don't appear there in red and blue. Area 2 north. Chansey 4%, Taurus 1%. That's probably our best bet. Area 2 north. Let me see. Taurus 4%, no Chansey. Yeah, okay, so we want to go to Area 2 North, and that gives us 4% Chansey, 1% Taurus. Okay. Hello everybody, let's try and catch Chansey and Taurus in the Safari Zone, and in fact, let's open a new box to show we mean business. Yaroon, good to see you. Doing very well, thank you. How are you doing? I think I've saved, but I'll save again, Bill. How's your day been? Nice. I guess we'll switch to box 8. For Area 2 North. I think we just surf there, actually. Which is helpful. To continue with your question, Jay, Gen 3, we're going through our favourite city in each Pokemon region, which I think is a fantastic question. Gen 3, I'm going to say... Moss Deep. Love that island, and also you've got the Shoal Cave just to the north of Snorrent. Really cool area with the tides. Gen 4... I want to say... I'm going to say the, that whole post-game area, that island, maybe. Maybe because I haven't been there for a while. Gen 5, I actually haven't played Gen 5 recently enough to know. Or Gen 6, or Gen 7. Or Gen 8, really, but if I had to choose from Gen 8... Slumbering Wield is cool. I realise that's not... Exactly, grassing areas to flush them out. I think this is the north area. Won't tell us. Generation 9 I remember better, so I'll go with that. Hey! Immediate Tauros. Will it be an immediate catch? No. That's a 1% as well. Luck might be on our side. So Gen 9 I'll say... Wait, we should be on the bike. I might say Arfanada, you know, with the Psychic Gym, this cool sort of mountaintop town. Blackthorn's up there in Gen 2 as well. Yeah, I'd be interested to hear your takes on that, everybody. Your favourite town or city in every Pokemon region. Bacon glass, broccoli and ham quiche. I was going to ask. That sounds delicious. Was it delicious? Thank you again for the cookie you gave me at EIC, Jerome. Very, very kind of you. Yurun, I should say. And very light. Pokemon has such great music. Yeah, agreed. Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, da, ba, 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 da, ba, ba. So good. I still haven't run into a Chansey in this game. Surely, luck is on my side tonight. Our first encounter in the Fire Zone this session was a 1% Tauros, and I just said I still haven't encountered a Chansey, and here's one. Missed. Missed. Is it just like Articuno? Do we need to use a bait or something? I'm glad to hear you're in. As if by magic, exactly. It does dodge the ball. So, Gil, is it the same with Articuno where if it connects, then it will catch? Or should I throw a bait or rock? And it runs. Weird that only Chansey dodges balls. It's not the nimblest of Pokemon. Just throw the ball. Okay. And even when it connects... So when it connects, it's guaranteed to catch. That kind of makes up for it, I guess. There's nothing to catch in any game for sure, but... I guess less so Gen 4, it appears pretty early in the game. We have all the other Pokemon. So we don't have a Slowpoke, so we could fish for that. But high risk, high reward, that's what we're going for here with Tauros and Chansey. We hit 4,400 subscribers today, everybody, which is exciting. So thank you for all your support. Next up, 4,500. Big numbers. Appreciate all your support, everybody. Cerulean City for Kanto, Lumiose for Kalos, Wyndon for Galar, and Cortondo for Palbert. Cortondo, that's a nice answer. Bug Jim. So we're out on the night cheering us on. Dusty. Yeah, I get you, Joe. Can't decide for just one each game. Fair enough. There are many to choose from. There'll be some people who played through this game and caught Chansey first try. Some who struggled for years. That's Pokemon. Fair enough. I was thinking that Ding Dong must be happening soon. Let's just go again immediately. And this will be our last attempt this stream, so let's make it a good one. Weird that we don't turn to face the guy. When we talk to him. Alrighty. Oops, we're on a surf. So yeah, the chances are that I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I think it's time I get myself a little break. So I plan to be live again next week, probably on Monday. I look forward to seeing you then. I reckon we can finish this challenge next week. Yeah. Because what, we've got to go for Zapdos, we've got Giovanni, oh, Chansey, Rival Battle, Moltres and Victory Road, and then the Elite Four. And then it's just completing the Pokedex. So yeah, I can do a short stream tomorrow. I'll see, but the chances are I won't be streaming. But I look forward to seeing you next week. Probably a similar time on Monday, like 6:30ish, 6:45ish, 7 UK time. I'll be streaming. All right, let's give this a go. Will we miss? Will we catch? Let's find out. Will we missed? We missed. This is nuts. Great. Crazy. Hello, Chili. No, we already got Kanga. We just caught Kanga. I can't remember if we've caught Venomoth. So we'll give it a go. Chilling outside, then stay inside. Thanks so much for joining the stream. What's your favourite Pokemon? We're going for Taurus and Chansey. Now, do we already have you? No, we don't. Good. That was worth it then. Poison Moth. The dust-like scales covering its wings are colour-coded to indicate the kinds of poison it has. Interesting. The Venomoth we shall call... Sprinkles. The different colours of poison scales when we think of Sprinkles. Opelucid City in black and white, black version music has to do with the music. Fair enough. But isn't Opelucid in white more old-timey and more futuristic than black? I prefer old-timey stuff, personally. Can't have ever caught a Chansey. I think if you saw the ball miss, you give up. Right. It is weird, isn't it? Aerodactyl, Dodrio. Kingdra is my favourite Pokemon of all time. Gen 1... might be Vulpix. That's a great choice, by the way. Chansey again. Come on. It'll work eventually. What's your favourite Pokemon of all time, Chili? Likes and subscribes appreciated, by the way, everybody. And we're at 4,500 subscribers now. But you prefer the futuristic version, girl? Love how tiny Nidoran sprite is compared to, like, Chelsea. Oh, Nidorino, that's another Pokemon we need to catch, actually. Chazingdra just beat Crystal with one in the playthrough. Nice! Yeah, Generation 2 and Johto, my all-time fave. How about you, Chili? What's your favourite generation? Crystal, what a playthrough. Hope you enjoyed. Hydrapple, great choice. I love Hydrapple as well. A more recent one too. I have to hear that. Taurus is 1% here. We found it last time though. Gen 2, yes. Agreed, Chili. Love the lore. Another Chansey. We're getting all these 4%. We're getting all the luck today. But can we actually catch? No. Experience it for the first time. Fair enough. They released it yesterday, 15 years ago in Europe. Yeah, I remember reading that, Gil. Crazy, 15 years ago. Oof. I remember getting white. It was a treat to myself after some school exams. And what a treat it was. I haven't played through Pokemon in years, and it was... Fair enough. So exciting. So maybe tomorrow... Actually, no, we won't start. Actually, we're probably not streaming tomorrow, but we'll go back to Viridian. Why have I pressed down? Well, Werebird, thank you for your service. Let's get candles back. I need to do my stone evolution soon as well. Ah, there's an open box. Change box. I wonder how many each box can hold. Dragon Team, Kindred Dragonites, Tyranitar, Yanma, Lapras, Gyarados. Yanma, that's so cool to have a Yanma on thing. Did Yanma pull its weight? I'd love to use Yanma in a playthrough, but it's just not that powerful, is it? Played through the story in only 2 days. That's unbelievable, Gil. Wow. How exciting. Time to overfall the Elite Four. That's really cool. So did you trade from a previous beaten so far? Because Tyranitar only appears later in the game. Excellent stuff. Well, that was productive, wasn't it, everybody? Thank you so much for sharing the adventure with me. Yeah, what did we do there? We cleared out Cinnabar Island. We did the Pokémon Mansion. We restored a couple of fossils. We did the gym. We sailed, cleared up that route, got Tangler, Pidgeotto, Raticate. Then we returned to Pallet Town. That was a very momentous occasion. And then we caught Kangaskhan. We caught Venomoth as well. Great. So what remains is Gym 8 with Giovanni, spoiler alert, but that's the surprise boss in Gym 8. We have to go and get Zapdos and Power Plant. And then it's just full steam ahead, because then we do our 5th, I think it is, no, 6th rival battle, and then Victory Road, and then the Elite Four, and then of course we have to complete the Pokédex. I think what I'll do is save Mewtwo as the last catch, the last edition of the Pokédex. So yeah, beating the Pokédex, and then we'll go and get Mewtwo. I think we can do that in next week's streams. There's a chance I'll do a quick stream tomorrow just to help us along on that front. But chances are as well that I will take tomorrow off streams. I'll be streaming basically every day this week, Sundays and Monday. But yeah, this quest is nearing its end, and there's plenty more for me to stream as well, but I'm enjoying just delving back into Gen 1 for Pokemon's 30th anniversary. So thank you for joining me. Please do like the stream if you've enjoyed. Please do subscribe if you know. It'd be great to see you around. Chili, and everyone else who's been watching for the first time, thank you so much for joining me. I I'm Charlie Merriman, I'm Merry by name and I'm Merry by nature. I'm a host and commentator for the Pokémon Video Game Championship Series. You've seen me on the official broadcasts. And of course a content creator. Check out my podcast, Chazingdra chats, dream teams, and life stories of people in the Pokémon community. Check out Cammy Eevee's episode that dropped yesterday. Fantastic animation Pokémon content creator. And 90 further episodes where that came from with Wolf Blair, and JTV, AM7, Austin John Plays, Jahara Jade. There's so many, so there's bound to be an episode for everyone. I'm putting more content on the channel too. For example, the peeks behind the scenes that I give you as a commentator. I was commentating the Europe International Championship last year, for example. What's the 2-hour documentary about that? That's like the lead video on my channel. And plenty more besides. I do Pokemon Online, the silly Pokemon skits. I think you'll have a laugh. I hope you enjoy getting your content. I'm at Chazingdra across all social, X, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, and of course right here on YouTube. My Discord is linked below. It'll be a pleasure to see you in there. And my email is linked below too if you want to get in touch. And so when I'm next live, probably Monday around 6:30 to 7 UK time. Probably continuing with this quest, but we'll see. We will see. Anything else I need to say? Oh yeah, become a channel member. It gets you bonus videos, including the Rapidash round, bonus quickfire questions I ask my guests that everyone else doesn't get to hear from my podcast, just in the chats. So Candy Eevees are there, and basically all of my other guests are there as well, doing Rapidash rounds. And there's plenty more perks besides like emoji and badges. And click on join to see what those perks are before you actually join. And my Patreon is linked below if you want to support me that way. All of the links are below. And anything else to say? I think that just about covers it. So thank you everybody for this nostalgic trip. Yep, let me just catch up on these messages again. Good night to you, Jeroen. Sour Christmas, I see. Okay, yeah, pretty good. Yeah, good to hear. I'd like to use that in the playing team. Shiny Hunter would be great. Yeah, really good progress. Thank you very much, Gil. Thank you, Gil. I hope to see you in the future streams as well. Thank you so much, Rich. I hope you have a fantastic weekend as well. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being one of my merry members as well. It means a huge amount. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Crabsy. You have a great weekend and good night as well. Peace to you, Chili. Thanks so much for hopping in. Please don't apologise. I hope you've been enjoying Pokemon. I look forward to hearing it in the Discord. I look forward to hearing your findings. Thanks so much, Ronnie. Thanks for moderating, Crabsy and Ronnie. Adunesh, thank you so much. See you next time. Always a pleasure to see you. Thank you very much indeed. See you again on Monday. Jay, thank you for your kind words. Always a pleasure having you in the stream. You have a great weekend as well. So everybody, once more, please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Probably see you Monday. You make sure now you have a very merry rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Take care.